We are not for everybody. If you get offended easily, please click back and do not continue. We can and probably will get vulgar, perverted, potty mouthed, loud, obnoxious, tipsy, and more. If you continue, please understand that you have been warned and we do not need your negativity after you have chosen to listen anyways. Thank you. And for those of you who are still here, enjoy and drink happy.
Oh, we're going to have so much fun.
This should be a blast.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yay!
No, we're not excited at all.
Let's get the most important things out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all listen to the disclaimer. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Click back, pay attention. We gonna get bad.
We gonna talk about anything.
And dang.
So, the most important thing. What are we drinking?
I am drinking a Dr. Gray. I got that name. It's Dr. Pepper and vodka. It's just regular vodka. I started that name because I would use Grey Goose vodka.
Yeah.
Tonight's choice vodka is Good Night Lovin'. But it's still a Dr. Gray to me. So
Right.
What are you drinking, Shay?
I am drinking a peach sangria. I guess that's what we'll call it. It's sangria soda with peach vodka and a tiny bit of rainwater to give it some fizzies.
Fizz it. It's gotta be bubbles. Bubbles.
Although with the soda, there's already bubbles, but it just kind of mellows out the sweetness, maybe.
Yes, it definitely
so
does.
it's not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ice cold. It needs to be very, very cold. It tastes better cold.
Ice, baby. Oh, sorry. I don't, can we say that on here? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if we can. So tonight's topic, we are going to go with the
drum roll.
The theme of our name, Cougars.
Rawr.
So today we're going to talk about what is Cougar dating.
Yes.
Instead of Cougar drinks, Cougar dating.
Cougar dating.
And what defines a cougar? A cougar is any woman over the age of 40 who's dated a man a minimum of 10 years younger.
Minimum. So 20, 30, whatever.
Right. I mean, if you want to go that way. I mean, Cher's 77 and she's dating a 37-year-old. So, hey.
Go Cher. What?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the new
I just
flavor.
How much truth there is to it, I don't know. It was just one of those things I saw on like Facebook or Instagram or one of those.
Okay.
I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't either.
So,
Too much.
right?
Yeah.
Too much crazy.
Yeah, to put it lightly.
So in the past, the dating man has always been a man 3 to 5 years older than the woman.
Only 3 to 5 years?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of crazy because my whole life, everybody has always told me that women mature 2 to 3 years sooner than men do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess that puts them right about their age.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Right.
Or, maturity level or whatever, all
Right.
that red tape shit.
My mom always told me that I needed to date somebody at least 5 years older than me because my maturity level was so high. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't marry somebody 5 years older than me, but I did marry somebody who acts like he's 5 years older than me. And when I first met him, I really thought he was older than me.
He is, more
He's
mature.
always been an old soul.
Yeah.
But he's not.
A good one.
Yes, he's a good
A
one.
good old soul, but an old soul.
Just like any good old soul, there's some days. But regardless, we're not talking about that. We're talking about older women and younger men.
Older women and younger men. And it's like socially unacceptable.
Right.
Just recently, it has started to come in like it will be okay.
Right.
I
think in that whole love is love. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. People are more acceptable.
Yes. It's more acceptable than it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. It was always like, oh, you're a cradle robber. No, bitch. Robbing the cradle implies I intend to keep him. Now, we just want to play.
No,
just play and send him home.
I don't need to change his nappy.
No.
I just wanted to go.
Nappy.
I don't want to change anything.
Yeah, that puppy's got to be housebroke.
We have determined, though, that as we get older, if our husbands pass before us, we're going to be roommates and we're going to be crazy.
Oh, my God. Party Central. Because, by then we'll be old enough to retire. We'll be retired by then.
Right.
And so, like, we could just party central at our place.
Yes.
Bring the puppies. Firefighter puppies. I mean...
Fire. Ooh. You like your man in uniform, do you?
Oh, I'm a hose bunny. I always have been.
A hose bunny?
Hose bunny. There's buckle bunnies, badge bunnies, hose bunnies.
At least you're not a lot lizard.
Nope. I am a hose bunny.
You'll be like, what's a lot lizard? Look it up. Google.
Of course, now I'd probably be a hose cougar.
Okay.
That's kind of fun. I think I like that name. I think I'm just gonna do that. I like it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so supposedly there's this rule. It's called the dating age rule.
I hate rules, but bring it on.
Right? Who wants a rule? Nobody really
Rules,
wants it. Anyway,
rules.
Unfortunately, I'm too much of a rule follower. So
Trying to take that out of you, but I just can't.
The dating age rule is that you take your age divided by 2 and add 7. And that's the socially acceptable, air quotes, that is your age that you can date before it becomes creepy.
Wow, that's pretty great. Because, like, the older we get, the younger
Right?
is acceptable. Because, like, if you're, say 60, we're not there. Don't get any ideas.
Nope.
Say you're 60, divided by 2, that's 30. Then you add 7, that's 37. So a 60-year-old could date a 37-year-old.
Yeah.
Gives us something to look forward to.
Right? I mean, if you can keep up with them, why not? Or is the question better, can they keep up with us? Yeah, that's kind of my thought too.
I think I'm going to leave that one alone. Drink excessively so she doesn't say something she regrets.
That's always a good thing, right? Oh, excuse me, I'm going to drink something instead of bite my tongue.
It's funny.
And it's not just heterosexual couples that have an age gap. And you'll actually find that it's a bigger age gap with same-sex couples.
Oh, okay.
I think the heterosexual, they're like, I don't know about all that. But I think you find more same-sex couples have a bigger age gap.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Chime in,
I
listeners.
think with women,
Chime
it's
in.
because we just are more accepting of whoever.
Yeah, that could
And
be.
I think men are a little bit more judgmental. I didn't dig too deep into it, so.
Interesting.
But you look at what Ellen DeGeneres and Portia Degrassi. I don't know what their age difference is.
I don't either. Who's
thought
older?
Ellen.
Ellen's older? Okay. I mean, Portia's absolutely beautiful, so,
She
I
is.
mean, I get it.
I remember when I first saw her on the TV show, she was very beautiful. She still is. And that's okay, because I can say that.
You
I
can.
say whatever I want.
In today's society, you can say or do anything, and
I can do
people
what I want.
people just don't care.
I can look at a pretty woman and be like, hey, you look really nice. You're very pretty. That doesn't mean I want to go home with her.
You know, I've always been like that, though. Hubby and I would be walking through the grocery store, and there's, yes, bringing it up again, firefighters in the line, and he's like, there you go, babe. I'm like, ooh, you ordered those just for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And he is, yes, I did. I'm like, nice. So then we're walking down the next aisle or whatever, and I'm like, ooh, look at her ass. He goes, oh, I am. And I'm like, I just want to just smack it. He's like, me too. You know, I mean, I've always been like,
But you guys have got that kind of a relationship.
yeah. But, I mean, you got to appreciate a good body's a good body,
Right.
male or female,
Right.
or otherwise.
And I get, there's been overboard for issues, and now we're kind of getting off topic. But
Right.
There's been issues, people get a little extreme with their comments and things like that. But can we bring back the whole, it's okay to say you look nice and not
Right?
think I'm hitting on you and,
I mean, I might be.
well, you might be. No. Honestly, no. But
No,
I
but
mean, just bring it back.
No, yeah,
what
you're
is the
right.
big deal? If I look nice and you think I look nice, say, hey, I think you look great today. Be like,
Yeah.
thank you, and just keep going.
I agree.
Don't be all crazy about it.
Right? That outfit. I like that outfit. Thank
Right?
you.
I've seen a lot of
Instead of,
people-
oh my God, I'm going to HR. You
Right.
like my shirt. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, once in a while we'll go there. Older women. What's that song?
Oh,
Older
you know
women.
what? You don't
Make
even
it
understand how many
over.
TikToks that come across my feed that play that song.
Really?
And it's being played by puppies that are right in my dating rule,
Yeah,
the
right in your age range.
equation right there. So I'm just like,
And I guess social media probably makes it more acceptable now than it used to be, because
that's true.
things are out there more. So, and I see the videos too where these guys are like, hey, you know, I like me an older woman.
You know
But-
what? You're right.
So my question is, why? Why?
Why older women? Yeah.
I mean, I look at myself, and I mean, I've been looking at myself for so many years that I'm like, ew, I don't look the same as I used to. And I was like, I have hair in places that I never used to have hair.
right.
so-
And then things just, aren't 16 anymore.
No.
Those
things are not where they used to be.
perky.
And then there are things where nothing used to be. So I guess I don't understand. But love is blind.
But the experience isn't where it used to be.
This is true.
And some people just want to experience that experience, I guess, maybe.
That's the way to put that. They want to
Yeah.
experience that experience.
Yeah.
I like that. They want
You know,
to
like when you go to a carnival and you see this great, you say, Mom, I want to ride that ride.
Right.
And you get so excited. I feel maybe that is something like
right.
that.
And I think we've talked about this before where it's like, okay, so is it because they're older, they've been through the drama stage, they've reached that point where they don't have time for
No
it.
bullshit.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't have time to play games. I'm not here to play games. You know, come in, have your fun, get out, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be all...
Do you love me? Where is this going?
Right? It ain't got to go nowhere.
No. It's going right out the driveway because bye-bye.
Right?
No, I ain't making you breakfast. Here's a Lunchable and some orange juice, Betch. Leave.
A Lunchable and orange juice. Don't forget your lollipop on the way out. How many people do you think are in age gap relationships that aren't really open about it?
There's probably quite a few, honestly. Just seeing how many people are becoming open about it.
Right. And I think it gives the older women hope, because I saw a meme the other day. It says, if you're looking for your one true love, don't worry, maybe he's just not born yet.
I've seen that. You're right. I've seen that. Oh my God. Yes.
I did work with a couple that she's older than I am, and he's younger, like probably my daughter's age.
Okay.
It could have been like a 15 to 20 year age difference, but she's beautiful, you know.
Yeah. Well, you go, girl.
Yeah, and they were going to get married, but they haven't.
Oops.
But it just worked, and they actually met taking dance classes.
How cute is that?
Right.
I mean, at least you both enjoy the same thing.
Right. Yeah, that's true. They met at ballroom dancing, of all things.
That's cute.
Yeah, so that's not too bad.
No.
I'd do ballroom dancing, not to find a younger man, but
Yeah, I don't. If I'm going dancing, I'm going to the club. I don't. I'll line dance. Other than that, no, I'm to just do my thing.
I think too, my opinion, this is not some psychological review or anything. I think too that older women are not content anymore to just be forgotten and to be in the shadows.
Yeah.
They've realized that they still have life in them.
Yeah.
And that they don't just have to sit in the recliner and die early, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of older women are getting out and doing things still. I still love to go to the bar.
Yeah.
You know, I love to go be social. I don't want to just sit here and,
Right.
and no, I don't care what you think. I'm going because I've heard comments. Well, is it old people night? No,
Right.
fuck you.
Right.
Just because of my age doesn't mean that I want to just sit home and die.
That should show you that people still have life in them and they still want to go and enjoy and dance. And most
Exactly.
of them are there to dance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Dance and be social.
Right. I mean, you can dance in your living room, but how much fun is that? You can dance with the same person or by yourself.
And then if you're making a drink and you're by yourself, people are like, "Oh, that's an alcoholic. She's
Right.
drinking by herself." Like, you know,
I
just
saw
go to-
something the other day. It says you're not alone if the dog is there.
I have that on a coaster, actually. I always say, "Thank you, baby, thank you."
Thank you, Pooh. poochie poo for being here for me, so I'm not drinking alone.
Speaking of age gap and going to the bar, I have quite a few stories of like in their 20s.
And I think it's
hitting on me.
Surprises you.
It still does, absolutely. Every time I'm just looking at them like, what is wrong with you?
Right.
You know, I'm like, you see that little hottie over there? Go talk to her. But I want to talk to you. I'm like, okay.
So my thought is, because I trust nobody, right? That's the cynical side of me. It's like, do they think because you are older, you're an easy target? Oh, that's a horrible thought. I'm so sorry. I just ruined it for you.
Great. Now I just want to spank them.
But I'm not. I mean.
Oh, wait. I already did want to anyway. That's a whole nother episode.
I'm not talking like you specifically, but the older, and there are some women that they know that it's an easy target.
Yeah, but easy target like money. I'm pretty sure I have a strong enough personality that they know that you ain't getting shit from me, dude. Right. So I don't think in my case that's
that like
it.
Our British boy that called you on your BS.
The one that wouldn't leave me alone and kept saying, okay, mommy, okay, mommy.
No, the one that came from England and was training out at the military base.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was calling you mommy.
All night long. And as soon as I said, okay, that's enough, go sit down. Okay, mommy. And he went over and he sat back down. You don't remember that?
I remember him being there, and I remember you guys talking, and you were like, oh, he's not going away.
He's not going away. You didn't realize he was saying all that shit?
I didn't realize that he was saying all of that. I could only hear like your part of the conversation. I couldn't hear his because he was sitting on the other side of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously he was old enough to get in the bar, but I don't think he was very much older.
I think he was older than he looked.
I kind of hope so, but
I think he was probably like 30-ish, and I'm opening it for a window. Like,
yeah,
you could go 5 years up or down. I don't think he was under 30.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
His buddy, I just want to fucking beer.
And then we all had shots. That was so much fun.
He's like, you're like, have a shot. He goes, I just want a fucking beer.
Fucking beer. They were so much fun to talk to, for real. And we all sat there together.
Yeah.
That's the best part. That's the best part about just going to the bar and just meeting new people.
Right.
Is you meet people like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna meet that sitting at home.
No.
I mean, maybe if I'm online all the time.
Like, why would you want to sit at home?
Exactly.
Hey, there's a lot of cougar dating in the military, though.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you get to know these people.
Maybe I should have joined.
Maybe you should have. You'd have had a good time.
I wasn't a cougar then, though.
No. I was working my way up to it. So
there's some cute military guys that came into the bar.
Okay, so I did date somebody several years younger than me when I was in the military. And that was because you're working with these people every single day.
Yeah.
And it's the same as any other business, right? You're working with them every single day. If you go to the field, you're sweating, you're stanky, and you're together. But you get to know them on a different level. Like, you get to know them on a more personal level.
Yeah.
Because there's that camaraderie or whatever. Everybody talks about it in the military. So you get to know them better. And you're like, oh, I really like his personality. So, hey, let's... And that's how it works.
Let's... Wow.
But there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that goes on.
There's been some military puppies that come into the bar I frequent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my CBs.
Yeah. See?
Oh, my sweet CBs.
There's a lot of deployment beauty queens.
Would that go to mommy issues?
What?
No, because you know what? My CBs had good moms.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of them.
No, I really don't think I don't think younger men dating older women is a mommy issue. And I don't think always that younger girls or younger women dating older men is a daddy issue.
True.
Some of it's just that security. Again, it comes back to that no BS.
True. No bullshit, no drama. And there's also the whole, when your souls connect, there's a literal connection that can't be described.
Right.
It doesn't know age. It doesn't know gender. It doesn't know race. Right. It doesn't know any of that. Monetary. It doesn't. It knows none of that.
And nowadays, with as much as people are staying in shape and physically fit, and the longevity of people, I mean, there's some good looking dudes that are older.
There's some pretty hot silver foxes. There's a couple. Yeah.
And even with women, you know, women are staying in shape more and taking care of themselves. And, you know, there's some really, I wish I was a little
Shit, now I got to get into the gym. I have one here. I'm going to start using it.
But there's, you know, it's a change.
Shit.
It's a change in how people take care of themselves. And, you know, everybody's looking for the fountain of youth.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
I. Well,
No.
yeah, I am kind of too.
I do want to start getting in shape, but it has nothing to do with cougar stuff.
I mean, no. Nah, I like my hubs. Keep him.
Yeah, I'll keep mine too.
Even on those days. Road trips are the best. Just kidding.
See, and I am the opposite. I love going on road trips with my man.
I do too when it's just us.
True, you gotta not take dogs and kids and kids and kids.
But that was fun. We actually had a good time.
Good.
Hey, AARP did do a research, and more women 39 and over are dating younger men.
Seriously, that was an AARP
Yes.
survey thing?
Yep. It says that.
She went nerdy.
AARP conducted a research, and it says that 34% of women over the age of 39 date younger men.
Wow. What's the percentage again?
34.
34.
That's a third.
Yeah. Wow.
If you take 100 women,
That's true.
1/3 of them,
Yep.
a little over 1/3, is going to be dating a younger man. Now, did they specify how young? No. Could it be 4 years, 5 years? I don't know.
It could be a year and a half, like
Right.
my hubby.
Yeah. So I don't know what the, I didn't look up the
Yeah.
guidelines were or whatever. Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's getting
I'd be interested to know in the AARP study what they considered younger men.
right. And I don't think it said, and I didn't look into it. But that would be interesting.
Yeah, we should definitely look into that for next time on Statistically Speaking. Just kidding. I know we didn't discuss that being a thing, but it could be a thing. It could be a thing.
Statistically speaking.
You could have your own little segment of statistically speaking. Statistically
that.
speaking. Write that down.
I
We
could
better
be
write
like-
it. Write it down.
Yeah, write it down so we don't forget.
Statistically speaking.
Is that like
You're going to have to use that. Statistically, not testically.
If I could remember how to spell.
Statistically.
I got it. I
Yeah.
got it.
Yep, that's going to have to be a thing now.
Because I am kind of a nerd that way. I've become more that way.
Yeah.
I like to research. Don't ask me why. Probably because of all my college classes that
Yes,
I took. I
yeah.
had to research, and I was like, hey, this is actually kind of interesting, the weird things that you learn.
And I'm just like, I just want to keep learning more and more about this whole digital stuff.
Right? See, and that's where your fascination lays. And
Yes.
me, you get me in front of a computer, and I'm like, I just start drooling out the side of my mouth because I don't know what I'm doing.
And that's how I am with books. Like trying to do a college class, forget it. I'd rather go get certified in that specific thing than have to write a million term papers on fucking worms and butterflies when I'm trying to learn about how to make a cocktail.
Nah, but I didn't just take random classes. The classes that I did take were specific to what I wanted to do.
Why'd you have to write so many papers?
That's just the way it is.
That's a whole English thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I know how to speak English.
Well, it's not even that.
I
It was-
know. You know how to write. And I mean, what are you going to use that for?
Because some people actually go farther in that career field, and they write articles. You have to know how to research your information.
Research is totally different than a paper, having to write a paper.
Yeah, they're just teaching you how to do research and write articles if you want to be published later on in life, of which I don't. If I get anything
Well, guess what,
published-
bitch? We're publishing this podcast.
That's right. Now that I'm into, but
Yeah, we're going to have so
like,
much
why
fun.
would I want to write an article on stochastic effects of radiology?
Exactly.
Who knows what that is? Well, there might be people out there who actually know what I just said.
That's true.
Which I do.
am not one of them.
I do know what it is.
And that's okay.
So,
On that note, I say let's end this show.
poll question.
Ooh, Shay wants to throw out a poll. Poll question.
Poll question. Would you date a younger man, and how young would you date?
Boom.
Boom.
On that note,
Until next week, drink
happy.
Thank you for joining us for your new favorite podcast. We will see you next week. Make sure you like and follow at Cougar Drinks on all your favorite social media platforms, including our YouTube channel, where you will find the drink of the week and much more. We are so excited to build this community with you and hope you will become a member of our Cougar crew. Drink happy!